As a former New York City police officer who worked in many neighborhoods that were 10 times worse than what's going on right now. I had a six-shooter, didn't even have a bulletproof vest. I worked in Harlem, the South Bronx, and I never shot one person, not one person. In fact, I never even shot my gun. The problem with the police today is they want to be Call of Duty. They don't want to be police officers. They want to be military men running around with these mags and bulletproof vests and combat boots and all this shit that they're wearing. I don't know why they're wearing all that shit, because that city is clean. I mean, that city is nothing compared to when I was working. Please, guys, cut the bullshit out. Just behave and get rid of the motherfuckers who are making your lives miserable. Those bad cops that are making you, they're the ones that are messing your occupation up. Now, it's not the black guy. It's the bad cops who are out there messing around, fucking with people.
What's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Do-Rag News. I'm your lead anchor, Rich Freeman, here to give you this week's news so you know what the hell is going on in the world. Stay tuned, keep your eyes glued. Finally, the day we've all been waiting for has arrived. This Tuesday was the presidential debate between President Trump and Joe Biden. Honestly, we shouldn't be calling it a debate, more like a roast, because this shit was funny as hell. Check out this comedy.
You have any law enforcement, you can't even say the word law enforcement, because if you say those words, you're going to lose all of your radical left supporters. And why aren't you saying those words, Joe?
Back in February, and he didn't even tell you. He's on record as saying it. He panicked, or he just looked at the stock market. One of the two, because guess what? A lot of people died, and a lot more are going to die unless he gets a lot smarter, a lot quicker.
Mr. President?
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me.
All these motherfuckers do is talk shit about each other the whole time. Neither of them let the other person speak, and it's a shame that our elders in this country don't know how to communicate with each other without interrupting or defaming the other person. Literally, my little cousin has more self-control than these guys. But more importantly, when you really think about it, did either of the candidates say or do anything to guarantee you're going to vote for them on November 3rd? I'll wait. No, not a damn thing. And here we are a month away from the election, and I'm even more confused about who I'm voting for than I was before. Both of these dudes look like some clowns to me. But although the debate was one big shit show, there's still some takeaways. A few days before the election, Trump's taxes from 2000 to 2017 was released by the New York Times. Back in 2016, when Trump won the election, it was reported that he only paid $750 in income taxes. Now, unless his yearly income is about 18 G's, he's lying. But at the debate, he denies all these accusations, and he says that his taxes are going to be released soon. But he's been saying that forever, so we know damn well Trump is not showing us his taxes, unless those reports are real. He also spilled the beans on Joe Biden's son, saying that he was discharged from the military for drug use. And I was like, nah, he's bugging. That's a lie. But in fact, it's true. Play the clip.
And a school teacher on the money a school teacher makes is because of him he says he's smart because he can take advantage of the tax code. And he does take advantage of the tax code. That's why I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts.
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
Like a lot of people we know at home, had a drug problem. He's overtaken it. He's fixed it. He's worked on it. And I'm proud of him.
But why was...
At age 43, Hunter was sworn into the Army as a staff position. Then he only got the job because Joe Biden administered his oath and swore him in. A month later, Hunter was discharged from the Army for testing positive for cocaine in a urine analysis. But that wasn't the first time. He's had problems with drug addiction in the past. He's 43 years old. He's not a kid that messed up. Maybe he has a serious problem. I don't give a damn about the personal attacks though, because we're used to that by now. I would be more shocked if either of the candidates can specifically give me a plan to recover from coronavirus or how we can revitalize the U.S. economy. Honestly, those are the two main topics that has affected this country since the start of 2020. Enough of this he said, she said, or trying to throw dirt on somebody's name. We're over that. Elections is a month away. Get to it. And it's about that time I send you to the homie High Percentage, who's going to give you this week's Do-Rag Sports. High Percentage, what up, though?
Enough is enough. Got me feeling like Vince, cause the show's over. Whole arm in the rim. Do I gotta go again? Do y'all need more proof that I'm him? Performance in game shows who's in the gym. Beat the scoreboard, y'all losing again. Y'all doing all this frontin' like it's cool to pretend. Hello everyone, this your boy High Percentage, back with this week's edition of Do-Rag Sports. The New York Giants lose again. Lackluster offense was no match for the Niners defense. Niners winning 36-9. The New York Jets get stomped by the Colts, 36-7. The real New York football team won this Sunday, making them 3-0. Buffalo Bills beat the Rams, 35-32. Jalen Ramsey called Buffalo quarterback Josh Allen trash back in 2018. That didn't age well. Allen threw for 5 TDs in that victory. Patrick motherfucking Holmes and Lamar Jackson faced off for the third time since the two have been in the league, and once again, Pat takes the victory. Mahomes threw 385 yards and had 5 TDs. Jackson had a rough night. Shout out to Andy Reid's playbooks. Tonight's game is sure to be a snooze fest. The 0-3 Jets versus the 0-3 Broncos. Packers beat the Saints 37-30. Tampa Bay beats Denver 28-10. Lions beat the Cards 26-3. Seattle beats Dallas 38-31. Panthers beat the Chargers 21-16. Tennessee beats Minnesota 31-30. Steelers beat the Texans 28-21. Cleveland beats Washington 34-20. Atlanta gave away a lead in a stunning loss to Chicago 30-26. Patriots beat the Raiders 36-20. And Cam Newton continues to be in rare form, giving the internet that content it needs. Tie game in Philly between the Eagles and the Bengals. Wackest shit in sports. Dolphins beat the Jags 31-13. Lakers take game 1 all business. It's no slowing this team down. We came for the chip. Miami happy to be here. Lakers looking to wrap this up. Bron gotta go see Bronny about that Nuggets pack he was smoking last round. You see it? Doc Rivers and the Clippers agree to part ways after 7 seasons, blowing multiple 3-1 leads in the playoffs, maybe a black eye on any resume. But look for Doc to be coaching again very soon. I like Philly as a good landing spot for Doc. Just don't slander my man. It's a lot of blame to Cash, you know what I mean? But don't slander my man. Watch your mouth. Rumor has it Victor Oladipo wants out of Indiana. Oladipo's a difference maker on any roster if he stay healthy. Bulls hire Billy Donovan as the new head coach. Seems like more of the same for him. Big round of applause to Mark Cuban. Cuban recently picked up former NBA player Delonte West off the streets. West is said to be in a rehab facility in Florida. He's been seen on the internet looking crazy, papa. Good to see someone cares and is acting on it. Adesanya put on another clinic in his victory against Paulo Costa. Big AO at the end. This man violated. Ended the fight doing some shit I don't dare to describe. Costa's he's big mad and he wants a rematch. I can't say I blame him. Just, no freaky with that. By now, you should at least be a 90 overall. Even though the next generation PS5, we all gonna be starting with new builds. Don't come in that wreck without them badges and your attributes up, because it's gonna be bad for you, boy. I want all the smoke. Red Velveto on PS4, holla at your boy. That about wraps it up for this week's edition of Do-Rag Sports. This your boy High Percentage. And now, a word from our sponsors.
I gotta get my salesman on. And ladies, try the bath bombs. I just beg you.
You
I
gotta
ask you
love
to try the bath bombs. I would love to
guarantee
know what you guys
If you use a bath
feel about
bomb
those
and
bath
you
bombs.
don't love it, you'll get your money back
Yeah.
and a free oil. How about that?
You have to try the bath bombs.
Try the bath bomb. So visit ParomaPotions.com and you can get your Paradise Breeze or Lemon Lust bath bomb, as well as the lotion, spray, oil, everything you need. We got the earrings on deck too. Visit that website. Visit that website. Paroma Potions.
¡Ay, cabrón! What the fuck? ¡Ay, cabrón!
Back in May, Spotify announced an exclusive licensing deal with Joe Rogan. The deal was worth over $100 million. But the deal comes with a cost, and that cost is censorship. A world where groupthink takes over the minds of the majority of the citizens is a world where slavery and programming rules. And although we're not quite there yet as a country, I do see a future where groupthink will influence us for the worst. It has been reported that Spotify employees are lobbying to censor Joe Rogan podcast through media and marketing, and created a list of demands that they feel should be met if Joe Rogan would like to stream on Spotify. Some of these demands include directly edit or remove sections of the interviews, block interviews deemed problematic, and trigger warnings and add corrections and fact check. Now hold up. This is a podcast. You see how the streaming service is trying to influence and say that this is a problematic podcast. The main point of a podcast is to speak honesty and say what the fuck you want, no matter who is watching. Joe Rogan is at the top of the podcast game, and censoring him could mean censoring all types of podcasts. Because if somebody believes what you're saying is problematic, can that mean that now they can cancel you? No, I don't believe so. They just don't agree with you. I say things that could be deemed problematic, but it could be honest at the same time. Where do we draw the line between honesty and being problematic? Guess what? There is no line, because motherfuckers can always say you're problematic just because they don't like what you're saying. But the better question is, what is this with this selective outrage of trying to cancel Joe Rogan? After watching the debates, you see both presidential candidates are way more problematic in how they conduct themselves than this podcast with Joe Rogan. So moral of the story is, it's okay to think and be different. Just because your words challenge status quo doesn't mean you should be disciplined. Man, do what the hell you want. Speaking of censorship, I got word that episode of The Boondocks and Aqua Teen Hunger Force has been removed from Adult Swim and HBO Max because it's problematic. Here's that word again. It's tragic. That's one of my favorite shows. We all watch The Boondocks coming up. So they took down an episode called The Story of Jimmy Rebel, where Uncle Ruckus got a close relationship with a country western singer and they were singing racist songs. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but to take down an episode of a show because somebody is offended by it, I mean, somebody's always offended by something. If we keep up at this rate, there's going to be no TV because somebody's going to always say, I'm offended and what you said is problematic, unless it's for kids, right? So I just felt it would be great to keep you informed that this is what's going on. HBO Max and Adult Swim have removed, episodes of The Boondocks and Aqua Teen Hunger Force for being problematic. It's a shame. And now it's time for your favorite part of the episode, Dick Thoughts, with my guy, Dick Johnson. Dick, tell me what's going on in your mind, bro.
What's good, everybody? Dick Johnson back again with another set of Dick Thoughts. I had to switch it up on you. Things is changing, and I must move correctly in this new time. So please pay attention, because you may catch a come up too. But let's get into it. One thing that concerns me? That new face recognition where you can put your face on another person's face and it looks like the person. You could play with that stuff if you want to. But the more we get comfortable with just playing and digitizing bodies and faces on other things and other people can use that to really make us believe some shit. You put the right face on the wrong body, who knows what that can do on Instagram. You don't want to put all of this technology in people's hands and you leaving it up to fate that hopefully no one is good enough to trick us and make you think they're really telling you what you want to believe. Be careful of these fake faces. You know what else I find very interesting? You know when you're down to your last stash of weed and you put a little bit of extra Fonto in it just to get that buzz? Why is that a really good high when you had a whole bunch of weed to smoke? But that last itty bitty stack that's not gonna fill out the whole pack, get you more smack. You know what I'm saying? Am I the only one that thinks about that? You know, the world is reminding me of your grandmother's plastic couch. Everything has this plastic on it to preserve it, to keep it protected. And through the years, the plastic stays there and it stays there. And then when you take it off, you ask yourself, was it worth keeping that plastic on there for that long? You know, the new argument to Tory Lanez album, I didn't really listen to it. I heard it was fire, supposedly. I don't really care. A lot of this stuff is just a hoo-ha anyways. A lot of this shit distraction. So let's stay on course. But for me, I just do question a few things. If you're gonna shoot somebody, why is this man not arrested yet? You know what I mean? If you punch somebody in the face, the cops is coming. And this dude is not even from this country. So for him to still not be behind bars, and it's very fishy. What's going on? You know what I mean? Because I know he said a lot on that, and he tried to air all these people out, and that's another thing. This coach is all about this air him out, air him out. But we never really air out the truth. What's the truth? And they say black people are always doomed because the people we look up to are entertainers, not educators. I get it. We really should back away from entertainers really giving us advice politically or anything like that. Let's really get to professionals, because to have Dwayne Rock Johnson just saying who is the coolest guy we can get to ride. Kevin Hart, please stay away. Kevin Hart, please stay away. We don't want to lose you, Kevin. Stay away, please. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. That's what I'm preaching. That's how I'm living, because you can get your mind sucked in the vacuum of confusion. 2020 is no joke, but 2020 ain't shit we ain't seen before. I'm sorry. Make sure that you are taking the time to cater to your mind, your family, and your creative juices so you can be grateful and find ways to enjoy the days that you still have. It is very simple. Let's take it back. The power is with you. Looking outside of yourself is backwards. Looking outside of yourself is whack. Trying to make yourself better because you think they're gonna like you better is whack. Take it back. Don't be whack. And don't be so smacked. Pay attention. This is Dick Johnson. You can get one of these hoodies if you like, up and out. Baby steps, baby. Take your time and enjoy the grind. We out here. This is what we doing. Peace out.
California Governor Gavin Newsom signs off a new privacy bill that was inspired by the death of Kobe Bryant. This bill is called the Kobe Bryant Act of 2020, and it makes it illegal for first responders to take unauthorized photos of a deceased body at the scene of a crime. It's been months since the death of Kobe Bryant, and although it was an unfortunate loss, I guess it is great to know that this bill is going to be named in his name. I mean, that could really limit the amount of bystanders that take phones out and just start recording instead of helping. You know, we're so used to this. But think about it, whose fault it is that we're so used to pulling out our phones to record a moment rather than help? Because we were worried about going viral. I'm going to blame WorldStar, honestly. Because remember when WorldStar came out back in 2005? It was the first time that I saw videos of niggas wilding out, trying to go viral, before viral was a thing. People used to wild out and then they'll yell, WorldStar. And now we live in a culture where trying to record a viral moment is more important than trying to help somebody. We got to do better. I know we want the views, but do we really want that view? No, we don't.
Silence, please. there's no God, but God is real. I used to come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth, licking men's balls. Thank you. Amen. Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord or testimony?
And again, House Democrats and Republicans are talking about getting us a stimulus check. We've heard this many times over the summer, from May to July. Here we are about to hit October, and they're talking about it again. Now, I know they're trying to gas us, but they are saying that the stimulus check will be coming soon, maybe in the next month or so. But I say don't be too gassed. If they do send that check, we got to make sure that we spend that money on something that's going to be beneficial for us. I'm going to put 100% of that in some stocks. If you got the Robinhood app, make sure that you stock up. But I say, hey, don't wait on it, because they've been waiting, telling us they're going to give us a stimulus check. They also said that they're going to be bringing back the $600 unemployment that they ended in July. So let's see if they're about that and they really bring that back. Okay. And that's a motherfucking wrap. Thank you for watching Durag News, where we keep it a buck, because it's our mission to keep you informed. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel and help us build this empire. You know what they say? There's no such thing as a self-made man. You'll reach your goals only with the help of others. And on that note, make sure you keep that Durag energy strong, y'all. You build it.